and welcome to the video, and welcome to Dubrovnik. I'm currently spending a month in Zagreb, Croatia, but I flew down here for 3 days to Dubrovnik. I want to see the Game of Thrones city. Already blown away by it, and I just got here. The weather here is beautiful. Hope it stays this way. Looking forward to a fun few days. The place I'm staying at is up there. This ought to be fun. Look at that view. That's King's Landing. That's amazing. Look at this car. That's about as old as King's Landing, I'd say. Very crowded in Dubrovnik today, and it's Tuesday in October. Cersei started the Walk of Shame in Game of Thrones. They're repairing it now, so that's what the wood stuff for.
This side, and if you take a look at the building that we just walked past, and we were exploring the remains of the older cathedral when they stumbled upon.
That's Dubrovnik Cathedral, and this is the Rector's Palace, which used to be where the head of the city would live. Black ink cuttlefish risotto. Looks delicious. This view is right outside my Airbnb. How spectacular is that? Ignore the cranes. My Airbnb is right there. I'm climbing the walls of Dubrovnik. Should be epic. It costs 35 euros to do this, but if you get the Dubrovnik Day Pass, it's included in that, and that is also 35 euros, and that includes a whole bunch of other stuff, so definitely get the Day Pass. Definitely worth it, even if you're just doing the walls, it pays for itself. don't think I'd want to climb that ladder. I don't think it could pay me enough to climb that ladder. Got some ruins here. There's one of the reasons Dubrovnik is so crowded. Cruise ships. Bringing all the people over here. That's why I got to the walls early. So I wanted to deal with the cruise ships. There's the cable car. I'll be taking that later. These walls literally go all the way around the city. Or the old town. Tour guide last night told us that only about 800 people live in the old town. The rest of it's all Airbnbs, shops, and hotels. Thank you, tourism. Back to the beginning. What an incredible walk this was. Time to head up there. And that's where I just was. If you're coming to Dubrovnik, you better be okay with climbing stairs. They should nickname the city City of Stairs. That Dubrovnik day pass is definitely worth it. It was 35 euros. It would have been 35 euros to go on around the walls, and another 15 euros to climb up here. And it was 35 euros for both of them. And there's still other stuff I can do on the same pass. Definitely worth it. Actual cannonballs, and they said before the cannon was invented, there's a cannon. Before the cannon was invented, they were used in catapults. Pretty cool. Church of St. Ignatius. Okay, this one's pretty awesome. Never seen anything like this before. I just had a pizza and a Coke Zero for lunch, and it cost me about $30. So don't think that Dubrovnik is cheap, because it's not. Way more expensive than Zagreb. And the Coke Zero was a little Coke Zero, 0.25 liters, which is really small. And they charged me €5 for it, which I thought was ridiculous. The pizza was really good, so I enjoyed that. I'm gonna get away from the crowds and go kayaking here in Dubrovnik. This is awesome, kayaking in Dubrovnik. How cool was that? This is awesome. No pushy people. I'm getting great views. It's very serene. This is awesome. I'm headed over to that cave over there called the Bettina Cave. Cave right here. It's called the Bettina Cave. Look at that. That's amazing. You know, when I went to Prague, I said that was the most beautiful city I'd ever seen. But I think this tops it. Incredible. I didn't realize there were statues on the outside of the wall. Guess you wouldn't know that unless you came out here on the water. In medieval times, when ships came up and saw these two formidable fortresses, they probably said, there ain't no way we're beating these guys, and turned around. These are really impressive. Amazing. Time for a swim in the Adriatic, which I did before in Split, but I'm going to do it again here in Dubrovnik. It's a beautiful day for it, and it's not crowded at all. That was an awesome swim. I wish I had my GoPro with me so I could have videoed it, but I didn't have room for it on the plane. There's a little cave down there to swim. And here's the hole in the roof of it. So you can see all the way up through it. Really cool. I'm gonna take a ride on the cable car up to the top of the mountain here. You can hike it. It's about a 2-mile hike, but I've already done over 18,000 steps today, mostly stairs, and I kayaked for an hour and I swam, so I think I'm good with the exercise. I'm just gonna take the cable car. Kind of expensive. It's 27 euros round trip. We'll see if it's worth it. The cool thing about Dubrovnik is there's a lot of islands. Gonna go see some tomorrow. That should be fun. Well, it's pretty cool, but I don't think it was worth 27 euros. Probably better off hiking up for free, and then you get the views all the way up. So if I was here again, I would do that. So if you're up for hiking all the way up there, probably the better way to go. Tuna burger. Looks delicious. Hiya. Taking a boat tour today, see a couple of islands around Dubrovnik, do some snorkeling, see a couple of sea caves. Should be exhilarating. Snorkeling right now. Now we're going to go into the green cave. The blue cave was cool. When you swam in and looked back, it all was lit up blue. It was really awesome. This one's supposed to be even better because we're in the sun. Those green caves were incredible. There's actually 3 caves. On the biggest one, you could actually swim under the rocks and you had to go to the other side, and then you went through this little canyon. And there was parts where I had to squeeze through so tight I actually scraped myself. but it was really, really amazing. I was the only one that did it. There's 7 people on the boat. I was the only one that actually went all the way through. Everybody else chickened out. But then you had to swim all the way back to the boat. It was a really long swim, but it was so worth it. It was one of the coolest things I've ever done. Now we're on Kolocep Island for a couple hours. There's a beach here, some restaurants. You can check the place out. It's been a fun day so far. Here's a good shot of the island. Some houses over there. The beach right there. It's over there. Some more houses up here. I think it's pretty sparsely populated. And it's got a beautiful view from here.
That's the boat we can move around.
Look at all these nice flowers. These are just a brilliant purple color. Completely brilliant. These are persimmons. It's a persimmon tree. This tiny little church here, St. Opat Church. There's some cacti. And here's an ancient wall. Big cacti. There's ruins of an old church here. St. Mihailo, which I believe translates to St. Michael. A tiny church. Church of St. Nicholas. A little cemetery attached. Here. A lot of cats here. A lot of cats in Dubrovnik, and I've seen a bunch of cats here on this island. This water is so clear, and there's sea urchins down there. Well, that was an amazing trip. Really enjoyed it, especially going into the blue cave and the green cave. The island was also enjoyable, but the caves were the best. Especially the green cave, going under the rocks and through the little canyon. Incredible. Definitely recommend this trip. Medicera restaurant. This is the prawn tagliatelle with saffron. Kind of a small portion, which is disappointing, but other than that, looks very good. This is delicious. I just wish it was bigger, but it is delicious. This is the problem with eating a big meal in Dubrovnik. Right afterwards, I climb all these stairs to get back to my Airbnb. I guess I'm working off that shrimp pasta, which was incredibly delicious. Probably the best meal I've had since I've been in Europe, which is saying a lot. Here's a shot of Dubrovnik at night. What a pretty city. I'm gonna finish my time in Dubrovnik in the La Pod area, which my tour guide said was quieter and cheaper and beautiful. This is Sunset Beach. Very beautiful beach here in Dubrovnik. Pebble Beach, obviously. I'm gonna go down the slide, but it's closed. That looks like fun. Come back here in like an hour when it's sunset. Speaking of the sunset, on Sunset Beach. The sun almost looks like Saturn. That's pretty amazing. The cloud makes it look like rings. That is is an amazing sunset. Video doesn't do it justice. The colors are incredible. I really enjoyed Dubrovnik. It was such a beautiful city, if not the most beautiful city I've ever seen. The only problem with it is it's very crowded and kind of expensive, but definitely worth seeing, especially if you're a Game of Thrones fan. It's King's Landing, so there's so many sites to see that were used in the filming of that series. Definitely recommend going to see Dubrovnik if you're in Europe. Loved it.